Mick Fanning, welcome to Big Pond Movies.
Thank you.
Now, first of all, the Tilt Festival. It's extreme sports from all around the world, at its best in Australia. Tell us about the festival and what we're going to see.
Yeah, it's amazing to have surfing, skating, and snow all in the big screen. It's it's really exciting. Over 4 days, there's 4 different nights. So there's some amazing movies going on, and they're skating and snowboarding and skiing. They're my favourite sports to watch. So I'm really excited for it.
So you're obviously a fan of other sports. How much do you actually hang out with the guys at the top? Like, I've seen that Tony Hawk's involved in this festival. Do you guys actually sort of get to know each other because you're the best at what you do and it's sort of like a little brotherhood?
Yes and no. I know some of the skater guys and a couple of the snowboard guys just through mutual sponsors sort of thing. But yeah, there's sort of all our different sort of seasons are all around the same time, so we don't really run into each other too much. But I love watching all these other guys, especially the snow and the skate. Those guys are on a whole nother level. It's so exciting.
I'm sure they think that about you getting 20 feet there jumps as well.
Pretty much the message to the public is don't sell out, stay hardcore.
So Mick, why is a festival like this important?
Yeah, I think it's important just to get the people that really love these sports can go and watch them on the big screen, the big sound, the big picture, and just the whole atmosphere just makes everything larger than life.
It just brings that spectacle right into the cinema, doesn't it?
It does. Feels like you're right there.
The film came about probably 6 months ago, where me and Mick were just hanging out, catching up, and he was talking about we should get on a trip together.
So now I've got to ask you about your film, Missing. Now, I've got to admit, when I first heard the name of the film, I thought, oh my God, Mick Fanning's gone hardcore. He's going to be in some kind of psychological thriller, but it's not that, is it? Oh,
maybe it was for me. No, it was an amazing journey that we did. It was 3 weeks, and the whole thing was to have Taylor Steele just take me around the world and surprise me each and every day of all the spots that were going. And I was out of my comfort zone a lot of times, and to hand over the reins of your life to someone, it takes a lot of trust, but it was incredible. It was a really eye-opening experience.
Now, you are a guy that I would imagine has your life scheduled to the minute because of the pro surfing tour. Like, how did you actually decide, like, okay, you decide what I'm doing for 20 days, take it totally out of my hands, 21 days?
Yeah, well, that was the thing. It was sort of like, we were trying to come up with a concept, and, we couldn't figure out exactly what we wanted to do. And, Taylor threw it, why don't we do a bucket list thing? And I was like, well, how about you just take me?
I don't want to think about it. I'm sick of thinking about where I have to be all the time.
Exactly, and I had that break, and it was a great opportunity for me just to totally switch off and just live where we were at the times. And Taylor did an amazing job surprising me and scaring me at the same time.
Just even the itinerary is scary. How many countries did you get to?
Yeah, about 8.
Yeah.
8 in 20 days.
That's plenty of travelling in 21 days.
Yeah, we went through customs at Johannesburg Airport about 3 times in 4 days, so that was pretty rad.
Yeah. Now let's talk about some of the most extreme experiences. You said that, you ride hardcore extreme waves. What were these guys doing to surprise you?
Obviously we were chasing some waves, but on the other hand, we went running with the bulls, which was the scariest thing I've ever done. I was over it, I was like, at first when they told me we were going, I was like, I'm not doing it. And
you're like, coral reef, no worries, bull's horns, no way.
No, I could just picture myself just getting gored and thrown over the fence. And so that was incredible, scary, and put me at a whole different level of uncomfortable. But then also too, we got to go and we went to Rwanda, and the place was just incredible. And then to go and see the silverback gorillas was one of the greatest things I've ever done. They're just so majestic and they just seemed so powerful in their presence. It just made you realise you aren't the biggest thing on the planet.
Yeah, right. And now, I know surfers will do pretty much anything to get to a good break, but you guys went to extreme levels. I've seen footage of you guys like thrashing through jungles, and talk about some of how you got to these breaks.
Yeah, probably we went through jungles. One of the places we went, we had to travel by boat for about an hour, and we had rain coming down, like teeming down, and we're doing like 30 knots in a boat and just getting no coverage.
Was it like bullets in your face?
Oh, it was so painful, and we're just saturated. But that's what we do. That's what you know, to find that perfect wave, you go through anything.
One of the great surprises with this shoot was you turn up at a surf break that you'd never even heard of or been to before, and one of your mates would be there. Tell us about the guys that joined you on this trip.
Yeah, it was incredible. Like, I would never know who was showing up, and, you know, I would just be surfing, and then all of a sudden Tom Curran would be on the beach, or you know, John Florence or Geordie Smith, and that's just the, you know, to me, for them to take that time out to come and surf was, you know, I was so honoured to have those people there. And then, yeah, just the, you know, the excitement of just seeing someone in such a random place out of their comfort zone made it all more fun.
Now, you've mentioned your director, Taylor Steele. He said one of the things he really wanted to do with this film is to show you in a different light. Like, your competition persona is actually pretty far away from who you are.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's a little bit of me. But yeah, you know, once I'm away from competition, you know, I feel like I'm pretty relaxed, but no one really sees that. And so yeah, Taylor just, he loved the challenge of just trying to show me in a whole different light, and just actually show the person that he knows, because he never is around the competition, so he's just like, I don't even know that person.
He's
I
just
know
your
this
buddy and
person.
you hang out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really excited that he was excited to show that side.
I've got to ask you, surf films that you've been inspired by or loved over the years, are you Endless Summer? Is it Blue Crush?
Probably, you know, obviously growing up, the Taylor Steele movies were the ones that I loved. But now I'm sort of more into the ones that start telling the story, you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I guess, you know, I watched the Bethany Hamilton movie, that brought a tear to my eye, and then, you know, I just love just watching people just doing something different. And so, yeah, like Castles in the Sky sort of thing, it's, yeah, they're the ones that I really enjoy.
I'm going on a trip, I don't know where, I don't know for how long, and just sort of getting kidnapped.
Tell us what the best parts of this film are for you. Why should someone go see?
Yeah, I guess, you know, every different stop we went to, there was something surprising. Like,
Yeah.
You go on a trip, and everyone knows when you go on a holiday, nothing runs smoothly. So, yeah, we ran into some speed bumps, and, you know, at places where you wouldn't expect them, they show up.
Excellent. Well, I had a lot of fun seeing it, so all the footage is just incredible. Make sure you see it. Mick Fanning, thanks so much.
Thank you. Cheers.